Does solving Sudoku come naturally to you? If you're like most people, you get stuck again and again, only to realize you overlooked something you should have caught. I'll give you my top 5 Sudoku mistakes to avoid. The last one probably wastes the most time for you, but is the easiest to fix. Click below if you want to give this puzzle a go. And with that, it's solving time. Look in block 4. Where can a 5 go? With these two 5s and this 5, go to 5 right there. And then with these two 5s and this 5, the only place for a 5 in block 1 is right there. And then follow these two 5s with this 5 in column 8, and you can put a 5 in block 3. Greetings, friend. This is puzzle 26 from Enthralling Sudoku Volume 2. Thank you, Ashish Kumar, for allowing me to feature selected puzzles from that book on my channel. This one in particular is a wonderful puzzle to teach you 5 Sudoku mistakes you need to avoid. Let's continue on with the 5s here, and I'll get into mistake number 1. With this 5 and these two 5s, there's only 2 places for a 5 in block 8. And so what I did is just called Snyder notation. Anytime a 3x3 block, you have 2 possibilities per candidate. Mark it. In case we solve one of these cells, we can solve the other right away. And then with these two 5s and this 5, we put Snyder 5s right here in block 9. Okay. Mistake number 1 is undermarking, not marking enough. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You're trying to find out where the 2's go here in block 2. You may notice that there's a 2 that cuts across row 3, and so there's 5 spots right here for a 2 to be. You might think, I can't mark a 2 here. However, if you go over to block 3, you notice with this 2 and this 2, you only have 2 places for a 2 in block 3. And these Snyder 2's are also a pointing pair. Since the 2's are limited in block 3 to row 1, 2 cannot be anywhere else along row 1 outside the block. Because if you put a 2 in one of these blue spots, you have no place to put a 2 in block 3. So we can eliminate all 3 of these spots, and we can actually do some marking right here. You do need to mark these 2's. It is a very critical part of the puzzle. A little bit later, I'm going to show you why you need to know the 2's are limited to these 2 spots. That's mistake number 1 to avoid. All right, let's continue our Sudoku Snyder notation marking with the 3's. With these 2 3's, you can put Snyder 3's in block 1, and then in block 5 with these 2 3's, you can do the marking there as well. How about the 4's? The only place I see for a 4 go Snyder notation wise, and I don't see any solved 4's, is right here in block 4. And then nothing with the 5's, or we already did. The 6's, nothing there. And then with the 7's, you have this 7 coming up column 5, this 7 in row 5, where you can put Snyder 7's in block 5. And then the 8's, we have an 8 in row 6, an 8 in column 7, Snyder 8's in block 6. Nothing else we can do with the 8's. And then with the 9's, we actually have a solve. Maybe you saw this earlier. With these 2 9's and this 9, you can solve for a 9 right there. And then another critical thing to notice with these 9's is you have a 9, it cuts across row 3. This 9 comes up, and you have a pointing pair of 9's in block 1. Now realize there's 3 spots here where the 9's can be. I'm not going to mark that because it's our notation. Only mark 2 so that I don't get in the habit of removing 1 and solving right away. You got to be very careful though. But this is important. The last 2 deductions, very important, because the next thing I'm about to show you can only be possible after you mark that 9 and solve that 9 right there. And after I reveal my next mistake to avoid, I want to hear from you. What did you do at this point in the puzzle? Help me grow the best Sudoku channel on YouTube. And it starts with your feedback in the comment section. Please share with the other viewers what you did. This is a tricky part of the solve. And I respond to every comment, and I'd love for you to share what you have with everyone else. What you have to notice is we're going to look where there's some restriction. It's here in row 6. Where can a 2 go? Well, a 2 can't go here because that 2. And because this 2, a 2 can't go there. So the 2's are limited to these 2 cells in row 6. What's the big deal? The big deal is since the 2s have to be somewhere in row 6 and they're restricted to block 5, these 2s form a claiming pair. So I can mark those as the only 2 spots a 2 can be in block 5. You can no longer put a 2 here, 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 here. Because if you did, you'd have no place to put a 2 along row 6. So that's important, and that's my mistake number 2, is not looking for claiming pairs. Most people look for the pointing pairs, and that's okay. The claiming pairs are harder to spot because they're within a block versus looking outside. And you're actually reducing the amount of Snyder marks to make that happen. And this is huge because you'll see here with these 4 cells, we have a mini X-wing. So the 2s in columns 5 and 6 are restricted in blocks 2 and 5 here to 5 and 6, which means a 2 has to be somewhere in column 4 here in block 8. Since you have a 2 right there, it'll only be in these 2 spots. This ends up being another claiming pair. Many X-Wings help you find another claiming pair. And this one's pretty special because you'll see the Snyder on top of each other. The 2 and the 5 on top of each other means you found a hidden pair, 2 and 5. And since the 2 and 5 are restricted to those 2 cells, no other candidates can be there. We can mark that as a 2-5 hidden pair. And what's neat about this is there's an even more important solve going on than what we just did by finding this hidden pair. So let me remove these colors. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You want to look across row 8. The fact you put a 2-5 right there helps us with row 8. Let's fill out row 8. All right, you got a 1, 3, 6. You need a 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And you might think, Timberlake, that's a lot of digits to fill out. Well, we're going to narrow this down a little bit and we'll get to mistake number 3. You have a 4 and a 5. Cover that cell. And then right here you have like a 2 and a 5 and a 7. So mark that. And then right here, 5, 7, 9. And a 2 because you have this 2 part of this hidden pair. Right here can't be an 8. And then right here can't be a 2 either. And then right here can't be a 2, 5, or a 9. You might be looking at row 8 going, okay, Timberlake, not much going on here. But the reason why this doesn't make sense right now is because I made a mistake. And this is a mistake you need to avoid. Mistake number 3, you need to account for pointing pairs and claiming pairs in your center marking. So by using this 2-5 claiming pair, I did account for the 2 right there. However, we have a pointing pair of 9s up here in block 1. And so that means that this cell cannot be a 9 either. And now maybe you see what the significance of eliminating that 9 is. It gives you a 4-8 naked pair across row 8. And since the 4-8 are the only 2 candidates in these 2 cells, you can eliminate a 4 and an 8 from every other cell across row 8. So no more 4s and no more 8s. And this is huge. We've done 3 mistakes. We got 2 more to go. We're going to make a little bit more solving here right now. And so what we can do is, since this cell can only be a 7, we can solve that for a 7 and remove the 7s from right there. I'll remove the coloring there. You end up with a 2, 5, 9 naked triple to go along with that. And now you want to see, what did that 7 give you? Well, this 7 and this 7 means this cell has to be a 7 in block 6. And then you have 9 or 7s right there. And then with this 7, you can displace that Snyder mark, solve this cell for a 7. Placing that Snyder 2, displacing this Snyder 2, you can solve this cell for a 2. And we can do a little bit more. With these 2 7s, you have Snyder 7s right here. And then what you create, and you have to notice this, is you have another mini X-Wing. The 7s in blocks 2 and 3 are restricted to rows 4 and 6. Which means you need a 7 here and here, or here and here. So the 7 can only be in row 2 in block 1. And since you have a 7 right here, this is going to be a hidden single 7. You have to notice that. You want to make more progress here. And so we're moving up here to mistake number 4. Because you might go, what can we do now? Well, you need to look and see where we have some more restriction here. And so along row 6, you only have 2 candidates missing. You need a 1 and a 4. Well, I got a 4 right there. So this has got to be your 1, and this has got to be your 4. And then we can put Snyder 4s right there. And so this is mistake number 4. Ignoring a new solve, go back where you were. And so after doing only 7s, you got to go back and then fill in what that solve gave you and see what else you can do with it. So now we just introduced 2 new candidates, a 4 and a 1. So you need to see, what do those candidates do for you? Well, these ones will give you a 1 right there. And then in row 2, we can look across, and you notice we have 3 digits to fill out, a 1, 6, and 9. Well, I can give you a bonus tip, my neat naked triple trick. We can solve all 3 of those candidates. It's because we're looking at the digits we just filled out. You got the 1, 9 right here, and you got a 9 repeated. Whenever you have 2 of the candidates looking at, or one of the candidates looks at 2 of the cells, and another candidate repeats on one of those, you can solve all 3. Because we know that this cell has to be your 6. Only place the 9 can go is right there, and we'll remove that Snyder mark. And then solve this for a 9. And then this has to be your 1. So that's my neat naked triple trick. And then by doing that, where else do you want to look? Well, remember we put this 4 here? Why don't we look and see what that did to that great naked pair we had? Because that can be an 8 now, and that can be a 4. And just a reminder, I cover naked pairs, hidden pairs, pointing, claiming pairs, all in my free Sudoku solving guide that you can get in the pinned comment below. And then right here is probably where you got stuck again, and it's due to that one mistake that wastes the most time for you, but it's the easiest to fix. We're going to go to block 6 here. This is where we can make some more progress. And before I get to that, how would you like to learn a technique that will improve your solving instead of all these mistakes? After this mistake I show you and to avoid, I'm going to give you a bonus tip that will help you solve the Sudoku puzzle like this the way the experts do. Okay? So mistake number 5 is not looking for naked singles, not referring back to naked singles. You look right here, what can this digit with the cell can be? Can't be a 1 or a 2, can't be a 3, 4, or a 5, can't be a 6 or a 7, and it cannot be a 9. This is a naked single 8, but you wouldn't notice that if you're trying to crosshatch or look for other types of strategies. So you have to notice, and the reason that would draw you to it is there was quite a bit of restriction here in column 8. We can mark the 3, 4 right there. That'll help us out. We can remove that Snyder mark. But solving this 8 right here is going to help us out with moving forward in the solve. Remember, I still got a nice, cool bonus tip for you that the experts use. Okay, and so what this 8 gave us was a 2, 6 naked pair in block 6. And another thing I want to remind you is a naked pair can act as a pointing pair. So now a 2 can't be anywhere else along row 5 because it's got to be in one of these 2 cells. And with this 2 and this 2, you can solve this cell for a 2. Allows you to solve this for a 9, allows you to solve that for a 5, and solve this for a 2, and disambiguate the 2, 5 right there. We remove this 5 mark. And now we want to finish over here in block 7. Where can a 7 go? With these 2 7s and this 7, you can solve for a 7 right there. And then with the 2s, with these 2s and this 2, you can solve for a 2 right here. How about using that neat naked triple trick again to solve the last 3 digits? We need a 1, 4, and a 6. I'm just looking right here in block 7. Well, I see a 4 and a 6 in column 1, the 4 repeated in column 2. We know we can solve all 3. This has to be your 1. The 4 can only go right there. That's got to be your 6. Now remember, we're going to take what we just learned and move it over and apply it over to block 8 now. We see, okay, we made some more solves here. What will that do for us? Well, what can this cell be? Can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or an 8. That's a naked single 9. So we can solve that for a 9. And then where can a 1 go here? Well, with these 2 1s, only place for a 1 is right there. It's going to give you a 3/8 naked pair. Like, okay, what's the benefit of that? You look across row 7 here, what's missing is a 3, 6, and an 8. Well, you got the 3 and the 8 right there, so another naked single 6, we'll put a 3/8 right here. And now, the nice tip I'm going to give you, it's what the experts do, and what we're about to do right now. We want to eliminate a lot of these marks, and I call it following the Snyder. You're trying to solve until you get to a spot where you can start eliminating a lot of those Snyder marks and center markings. So with this 6, I'm going to follow Snyder and disambiguate the 2 and the 6 right there. Allows us to displace that Snyder 2, solve this for 2, displace the Snyder 7. Displace that Snyder 7, solve for 7 right there. Looking good. Now what do? You might notice here in column 9, we have 7 digits filled out. We just need a 3 or an 8. Well, since we have a 3 and an 8 right there, and this is a naked pair 3/8, we know that can't have a 3 anymore. So that's got to be a 4, which is going to allow you to solve this cell for a 3 now. Okay, let's follow these 3s. Following the Snyder is going to allow you to displace that Snyder 3 and solve this cell for a 3. And then with this 3, solve for a 3 here, displacing that Snyder 3. Solve this cell for a 3, displacing that Snyder 4. All right, this 3 is going to allow you to disambiguate this whole 8-3 conundrum down here. All right, that's your 8, and that's going to be your 3. I only have 1 digit left. It's got to be a 9. Okay, look over here in block 4. Another tip is to kind of sweep the blocks, is what the experts do. We know we have a full house right here. 8 of the 9 digits are filled out. I don't see an 8, so the 8's got to go right there. And I don't see a 1, so the 1's got to go right there. And so now we swept out block 4. Let's see if we can sweep out block 1. Well, with this 1, I don't see a 1 up here yet. And we just need a 6 and an 8. Can't do the 6 and 8 just yet, but I bet if we look in these 2 cells, we can get some help here, because the 1's got to go there. This is going to have to be your 6, which allows you now to solve this cell for a 6, and there's your 6, and there's your 8. So we swept out block 1, and then I'm going to take the last thing I solved and see if I can apply it to block 2. With these 2 8s and this 8, you can solve this cell for an 8. I see this 1, displace that Snyder 1. We can solve this cell for a 1. Allow us to solve for 4 here. I'm going to look in block 2, don't have a 4, so I can immediately solve that, and our last digit is a 9. So challenge yourself in this next video to avoid the mistakes I just discussed. Thank you so much for watching.